Okay, for this next example, we have this question here. That is, the new sidewalk in front of Dominic's house needs to set for 72 hours before pedestrians can use it. How many minutes is this, and how many days is this? We know that there are 60 minutes in an hour. So we need to take 60 times 72 here, and that will give us how many minutes it needs to set. So 72 times 60. Okay, we need to start right here. The 0 times 2 is 0. Then we go 0 times 7 is 0, and our placeholder. Then we go 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 7 is 42 plus 1 is 43. Add. And we get 4,320. So the sidewalk needs to set for 4,320 minutes. Okay, the second part was how many days is this? So we need to create a conversion table for how many days that equals. We know that half of a day right here is 12 hours. One whole day is 24 hours. 1.5 is going to be 24 plus 12, which is 36. Do you guys see a pattern yet over here? We've got 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, and 72. So this tells us right here that 72 hours equals 3 days. So the sidewalk needs to set for 3 days. Okay, for example 1. Cooper watched a butterfly in his garden for 5 minutes. How many seconds did he watch the butterfly? Well, right here it says that 1 minute equals 60 seconds. So we need to convert larger units of time to smaller units of time, so we are going to multiply. The minute is a larger unit of time than seconds. So we multiply 5 times 60. 5 times 60. 5 times 0 is 0. 5 times 6 is 30. So 5 times 60 is 300. So Cooper watched a butterfly for 300 seconds. Example 2. Audrey is going to watch a movie at the movie theater. The movie starts at 3:30 p.m. and ends at 5:37 p.m. How long is the movie in minutes? Okay. So we're going to find the time interval, or the length of time from the start of the movie to the end of the movie. The time interval between 3:30 and 5:37 is 2 hours and 7 minutes, because from 3:30 to 5:30 would be 2 hours, and then we have this 7, so 2 hours and 7 minutes. Since 1 hour equals 60 minutes, we're going to multiply 60 by 2. So 60 times 2 is 120, and 120 plus 7 is 127. So the movie is 127 minutes long. All right, now we've got some conversion tables here that we need to work with. 1 minute equals 60 seconds. And over here, see how they wrote 1 and 60? See? 160, 160. Okay? Then 2 minutes would be 120 seconds. So we'd write 2 and 120. Okay? 3 minutes, well, if we're not sure, we can go 60 seconds times 3 minutes, and that will give us how many seconds? 3 times 0 is 0, 3 times 6 is 18, so 180 seconds. So 3 and 180. Okay, and the next one, 60 minutes times 4, or 60 seconds times 4 minutes, sorry, would be 240. So we'd write 4 and 240. All right. Now, let's go over here to number 2. 1 day equals 24 hours. So we've got 24 hours and 1 day. 2 days, so 24 times 2 would be 48 hours. So 48 and 2. 3 days, okay, let's go 24 times 3. We've got 72. So 72 and 3. And the next one, 4 days equals how many hours? We've got 24 hours times 4, 16, 7. So, whoa, is that right? Nope. 9, 96. So 96 and 4 is how number 2 would look. Okay, I'd like you to pause the recording right here and fill out the conversion table or what would go for number 3, and we'll see if we get it. Okay, so 1 year, do we know how many weeks are in a year? There are 52 weeks in 1 year, so 1 and 52. How about 2 years? We would do 52 times 2, and we would get 104. So 2 and 104. Okay, how about 3 years? 52 times 3 would be 156. So 3 and 156. And 4 weeks, or I mean 4 years, would be how many weeks? 52 times 4. So 208. So there would be 4 and 208. So 208 weeks in 4 years. Okay, very good. What operation would you use to find the number of minutes in 2 hours? What do you think you would do? You're going from minutes to hours. How would you figure out how many minutes there are in 2 hours? Well, we know that there is 1 minute there are, scratch that, there are 60 minutes in 1 hour. So to find out the number of minutes in 2 hours, I would go 60 times 2. Multiplication is the operation that I would use to find the number of minutes in 2 hours. All right, very good. Thank you for watching.